Hello, welcome to the inside of the new Golf 8 1.4 TSI. My name's Chiro de Siena, and as you can see, I have put my seating position in the typical position of a golf driver. Now, I'd like to ask you, our audience, why do golf drivers like to be able to look out of the back window past the B pillar? I mean, Jacob Mashokwa, he's famous, he's on the internet, he's on our channel. He's got a mint city Golf. It's actually got two. And I think he's looking for a good red one. Anyway, his car is like a time warp car. I've never seen anything like it. So it was in our office and the seats were like this. So Jacob, what is this, bro? How do you drive like this? What do you drive with your foot? Anyway, for the purposes of this review, I shall do the anti-golf driver, so I'll drive normally. And if you guys don't mind, I lost my Gucci sunglasses. I didn't buy them, I got given them. I wouldn't buy Gucci sunglasses. Anyway, and so Dakota's given me these. Now, I've had a rule in my 22 years in this game, never to wear reflective sunglasses, so I do apologize. But the glare is so bad, it's actually a bit dangerous for me to drive without them. So for this review, I'll be taking these on and off so I can make eye contact with you. Cars.co.za. Right, let's do a performance scene and see what this puppy's got. Now, because you're on the R-Line pack, you've got nice wheels and bigger tires. Put the sizes on the screens for you. Then, yes, I miss gear knobs. I don't know why the manufacturers took gear knobs away. So it was so encouraging to grab your knob and just pull it down, you know. Anyway, so now you get this black Wilson's toffee to change gears. Anyway, sport mode. Let's go. We got paddles. Right, 1.4 TSI, and let's go. Third gear, 110 kilowatts, 250 newton meters. Now that compares okay with the competition. The A class has a 1.3 liter, the A200. Now that's got slightly more power, more torque, 130 and 270, but it's a mild hybrid, which means that it's going to break eventually and be incredibly expensive to replace, so that's good. Then you move on to the 1 Series, the 118, which has the new 1.5 liter, which is shared with all the mini platforms, and that's got a bit less torque and a bit less power than this, although it's a bit more efficient. So this 1.4, it's been around forever. You get it in the Audi products, the Seat products. I mean, it's in a million different cars. Tried and tested powertrain. Little bit tweaked for this application. Not bad, eh? Red line about 6.5. 0 to 100 in some number of seconds, which Dwayne will put on the screen because I forgot to look at Dave's notes. Okay, let's launch a Golf. Foot buried in the left pedal. Hey, 3,000 RPM, no launch program, but that's pretty much the launch program. And then it cuts it, okay? Let it calm down. Should we go? Traction control. Oh, let's do one without traction control. Where do you think you turn off? Okay, so we just did traction control on. Doesn't have a launch control program, but it does hold 3,000 revs. You ready, Sean? Don't hit yourself in the head with the light. I saw the traction control kicked in. I hate modern traction control. Anyway, 80, 100. Not bad. Take it up to 120. Yeah, that's good. And let's do a little overtake. So you're behind a truck on the highway, you're at 80, and let's see the kickdown. Not bad. Oh, overtaking's good. Yeah, it's good enough for the highway. Definitely get past some trucks. The amazing thing about Golfs and why they've always been so good, especially since Golf 4, which was a revolutionary car. I was actually Google how Golf 4 changed the world. It's really a cool story. But Volkswagen manages to really strike a wonderful balance between comfort for dailying and then enough sportiness for enthusiastic driving. Their cars have always been great at that, and the Golf is particularly good. Even the GTI and the R. The R has adaptive dampers, and I think you can spec adaptive dampers on the GTI. You can't spec them in here. But yeah, you'll be super happy dailying this. It's actually a lovely daily, and it's way more enthusiastic to drive. Obviously, you got a family. Tiguan might be better. But you still got ISO-fixed child seat mounts in here, so that's fine. I actually personally would prefer this as a daily. The Tiguan's it's not going to be as fun to drive. Yeah, you got lower center of gravity, a bigger wheel and tire to height ratio. This is going to be way more satisfying. If you like driving, this is fine. You don't need a GTI, in my opinion. Look, GTI is nice to have, but they're so expensive. And if you buy a GTI 7, you know it just hasn't lived a soft life. Buying a GTI 7 is like gambling. Anyway. Hello, welcome to the boot scene. And thanks to Budget for sponsoring our cooler boxes and our entire YouTube channel. Actually, they've been great partners. They've never told me what to say in a video or what not to say, which is more important. So thank you, Budget. I really appreciate you. And I'm glad we have cooler boxes for set because I like cold drinks. Anyway, onto the boot. So let's do the cooler box test. Let's see if it's under the parcel shelf. Yeah, no problem. 3 cooler boxes, but has a trick up its sleeve. So there's a spare tire in there, it's a biscuit. But now watch this. Pull that like that, push it forward, bang, extra depth. Everyone likes a few more inches in certain places. So now it's still a 3 cooler box, but you got a lot more height. Obviously this comes out. The chairs fit 60-40, fold 60-40, and there's a ski hatch in the middle. So if you're going skiing, you can put your skis through. Very useful in South Africa, unless you live in Lesotho. So this car price as tested is 788,000. That's right, Sean? Yeah. Base price, I think 713. One of the options is a electronic tow hitch, which is quite nice. So you can get that on your Golf. So let me show you how it works. There's a little switch over here. Listen. Pops out and you just lock it into place. There we go. Now, is that a tow hitch or is the car just happy to see me? I'm gonna get fired. It's full of flies out here. You guys think our job is so glamorous. Look at me, I'm just fighting flies here the whole time. Get out, get out. It's like 4 of them. Ah, God. Oh, the window's locked. Okay, anyway, let me try to do my job. Okay, so this is my driving position. I'm like 7'9", so I'm joking. I'm not. I'm 5'9", but not a huge amount of knee room, eh? So, I mean, it's okay. But the nice thing is the seats are very well ergonomically designed. They're very comfy. Headroom, yeah, probably 6 foot, but perfect for kids, no problem. So as a school run car, it's a good car. Couple of nice amenities back here. You got your own vents with your own aircon controls, independent from the front. Little pockets here, it's quite nice. These are actually the GTI seats. You do pay extra for them, but they're very, very nice. You don't have a panoramic roof, meant to come here, but you do have reading lights over there. Grab handles. The car has 6 airbags. So you got curtain airbags which come here. Then in here, over here, third belt. Cooperate. Third belt. 2 drinks holders, and you can open the ski hatch from here. So if you want to grab something from the boot, you can. Anything else, Sean?
That's it.
Well done. Moving on. Flies! I can't do this with the flies in here. Get them out. Yeah, I'll hold your light.
That's fine.
Wow, wow, wow. Do you ever do this at home? Wow.
Yeah, but mine doesn't glow.
So, Dave Taylor, my esteemed colleague, helps me a lot with research for the cars. So, what he's done for me is gone and get the options that are fitted to this car. He even gave me his likes and dislikes. What a champ. You can get into a new Golf 8, a TSI 1.4 for 580. That's obviously the base spec. 1 powertrain, 4 trim levels. So we're in the R line. R line then comes with a few packages. Now let's go through the options. Black style, 0 rand. That's interesting. Metallic paint, 0 rand. That's nice. You usually have to pay for it. Discover navigation system. So I think you get a bigger screen with nav. Then Armen Cardon, if you're French. 8+1 speaker system. So +1, it'll have a sub. That's 14.5. Tilting panoramic sunroof. That's 19,000. Folding trailer hitch, electric with automatic erection technology, that's 14,000. And the IQ Drive assistance package, 27,500. And then the R line comes with the 18-inch York alloy wheels, which do look very nice, and they are fitted with Bridgestone. The Ferrari Pura Sangway we drove had the Bridgestones Turanzas 225 4018s. Very nice tire, which adds to the rewarding nature of the drive and its sporting abilities. So that's what you get for 788,000. Now, the reality about spending 800 grand on a 1.4 Golf, it's going to depreciate because it's not a GTI or R. I mean, those also depreciate, so you're going to take a hit on the depreciation. Look, it's a nice car. The 3-year warranty, which Volkswagen still offers, which is the lowest in the industry with Toyota, you can extend it at the point of purchase, and it's not actually very expensive. And in my opinion, this is probably 80% as good as a Golf GTI. You get the same interior, it's rewarding to drive, but highway driving, daily driving, this is a lovely daily. It's a lovely daily. However, you can get a Tiguan for 100,000 rand less than this, a brand new one. Then, in my opinion, the new Tiguan is not as good as the previous one, which was a fantastic car. It also came with a 2-liter petrol, which the new one doesn't have. The new one only has this 1.4, same power outputs, and it has a 2-liter diesel, which is a bit more expensive, which is very nice, especially if you need to tow. So the previous one, we've got hundreds on our site. We'll put a link in the description, and we'll link to all of our stock, so go check it out. Look, a good move they made is they left the DSG box behind, because that DSG box in cold countries was fine, but in hot countries with dust it tended to fail very often. And Magic Alec, my mechanic, who's become a very good friend of mine, which says a lot about my life, I asked him about this, the Polo and the Audis and everything, and I said, you know, is it true about the 1.4s and the DSG? And he says to me, oh yeah, Chira, that problem pays my rent. So it's between 75 and 85 if it's out of warranty to get the new box or reconditioned box from Volkswagen agents. Magic Alec does it for 55. He makes so much money off this gearbox and engine combination, but they've now gone to a torque converter, so hopefully less issues. If you've experienced your Volkswagen or Audi product, the 1.4 DSG issue, leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you, and we'll jump into the comments below. Now, in a huge and unique moment in the motoring industry, an OEM listened to their customers. Imagine that. Everyone complained in the Golf 8 GTI that they put haptics here, which were nonsense because you bumped them and everything. They didn't work so well. Then they put haptics on the screen. Now, the head of Volkswagen said, no, we've listened. Our customers don't want haptics on the steering wheel. So we've got the return of the buttons. Very nice buttons. Also, for this new facelifted Golf, the interior has been much improved. The Golf 8 GTI has actually felt a little cheap inside, a little bit, nothing, you know, not terrible. And everything's been a bit improved. Everything feels a bit better, a little bit higher quality. The buttons, the steering wheel is beautiful leather steering wheel. All of this piano black, it's all just a bit better, which is nice. But then they've left the haptics here, and how they've improved them is they glow at night, which is really cool, and they're actually very intuitive. The first time you use the volume button, you get used to it. Look at this. Schwab. Harman Kardon sound system. It's very cool. It's become more responsive. They've improved it. I actually like that. I think that's a nice touch. Not many cars have that. I can't think of another car that does, actually. Wow. Very nice. So buttons where they matter, slidey things where they matter. Well done, Volkswagen, and thank you for listening to us all. Genuinely, thank you. Part of the R-Line package, and one of the reasons why it's a quite expensive package, is these beautiful seats. No, it's not real leather, but it's good fake leather. These are the GTI seats. On the GTI, they say GTI. Here, they say R. And they come as part of this R-Line, and then you get ventilated seats and heated seats. Really, really lovely. Right, happy interior. Done. All right, off to the pub. No, I'm going to gym, turning over a new leaf. Thanks for watching, guys. We'd love it if you liked and subscribed. Check out the description for all the links that I've referred to in this video. We'd love if you downloaded our app. It is one of the biggest apps in South Africa, over 2 million downloads. We're constantly improving it. Try the quick search. I actually love it. I actually didn't know that it could do that until I made the advert for it, because I don't really read my emails. But it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. Anyway, be safe out there. See you in the comment section. Do subscribe. We're on our way to 500,000. We appreciate you guys. We're nothing without you. Be safe. See you on the next one.
Let's find what moves you. Cars.co.za.